And nobody's saying that. They're saying, have we got the infrastructure? Can we be at the forefront of it? Look, in the papers
today... Well, your government's
today,
been in charge for the last 10 years, so maybe they could get a move on.
And this is the issue. We have 1% of the world's carbon emissions. China is 30, America 11, India 9, and increasing. And that's why it's got to be everybody working together. Otherwise, what we don't want to do is export, as other people have said, our jobs abroad, because that would be the wrong thing to do. So, again, we're starting this discussion here on GB News about what it's about, what is the cost, what it'll mean to us. Is 2050...
But there's a cost of not doing either, isn't there, Esther? Because you don't create the new jobs, you don't create the new technologies, and actually it's a way for us to grow our manufacturing in the future, isn't it?
And, you know,
to do nothing isn't an answer.
And nobody's saying that. They're saying, have we got the infrastructure? Can we be at the forefront of it? Look, in the papers today... Well,
your government's been in charge for the last 10 years, so maybe they could get a move on.
And we've actually, we're the first country to do...
Perhaps they can help people who are poorer.
Caroline, what they've done is made sure that we are at the forefront of carbon reduction, net zero. Yeah. We're leading the world. We've also got COP26, and we've also reduced significantly more than anybody else. That's why this debate is, are we doing it in the right way?
That's because manufacturing jobs went overseas, as you said earlier. Overseas, didn't you?
Caroline, they're doing a great job.
Or
I know
Boris Johnson said closing the coal mines was to sort climate change, when we clearly know it wasn't.
As you know, we were the first country to go forward, and we are leading the way. And the question here is about the cost, what it means to the public, what it means to individuals. In the Mail today, they're saying we need to go the exact figures. Some people are saying it's £400. The figure could be £1 trillion. It could be more. That was £400 per person. And also,
but if you don't,
is a decade away.
Yeah, but I mean, the cheap green energy. I have to say, I campaigned in Parliament for actually to get some fix on how the energy market was working, and finally, David Cameron and Theresa May did something about it. But the fact is, the cheapest energy is the energy we don't use, because it's disappearing out of our windows, our roofs and our doors, because there's not energy efficiency. So the sooner the government can crack on in making the homes we build and the homes we have more energy efficient, that's the way we're going to save on the bills.
I don't know if you've had solar panels, but I've had solar panels. I've had a rain harvester. I'm a conserver. I'm a conservative, so I believe in green issues. But what I would never want to do is bankrupt the country. We don't go green and go red as a country at the same time, and that's what we've got to make sure we get right.
Well, I'm sure we'll be talking about this more as the weeks go on. But there's a cost to doing nothing and getting behind the curve.
Nobody's saying doing nothing. Why do you have to do extremes?
It's not extreme. It's not extreme. It's not extreme to want to tackle climate change and at the same time create the jobs.
We're doing all of that. It's just
and make sure we get those
and getting
bills
the world to
down
do it at the same time.
But we don't have to wait to the world to do it at the same time if that's an answer for being paralysed. But
anyway,
I'm sorry,
Caroline.
no, that's it. OK, we'll come back to this. We have different views on GB News.